everyone, it's Natalie, and welcome to my channel, Find Joy in the Journey. I'm out here in the front yard because I just put Joshua on the school bus. It's around 7 o'clock in the morning, and I realized that I never really gave you a good look at what's going on in the front yard. I have my front porch ferns that I always talk about. I have these two Boston ferns here, and then the older Boston ferns that survived the cold and the winter and the snow that we had in Louisiana. They're down there. I'm going to walk that way and let you take a better look at them, a close-up look. But these are the new ferns up here. They're Boston ferns. But what's special that's in the front yard is that I have added caladiums. My husband's mother, who passed away many years ago before we were married, she grew caladiums. She grew elephant ears and things like that. So he asked me to grow them just to remind him of his mom. So I'm giving it a try. I've always wanted to grow them. So I went and I didn't start from a bulb. I actually bought transplants. This is the Fanny Munson. Look, and I'm learning how to grow them, y'all. I'm doing pretty good. Not bad, but I wish they were bigger. He's used to seeing these big giant caladiums, but look, the season is just starting. So patience, Tony. Okay. The Fanny Munson. I just love that color. There's more. I have more in the greenhouse. And I'm going to find a place to put them in the back so he can see them. Like when we're sitting on the patio, he'll be able to see caladiums back there also. This is also the Fanny Munson. I don't like that variety. But look, I'm growing my mandavillas. I have two right there. I hope they're getting enough sun because they're kind of pushed far back. But they're growing pretty nicely. This is a new addition. The video that I just put out, this is I showed me and Josh planting caladiums, Angelina, those that flower in the middle is an Angelina, and then ivies. One thing I realized after I was done is that I should have put more ivies towards the back so they'll grow up the trellis. But there is an ivy right in the back. So that is going to grow up the trellis. It's probably best that way because you know what? Too much will just overcrowd the trellis. So I'd say maybe maybe two vines growing up the trellis will look really nice. But I love the colors. The caladiums are called Pink Cloud because as you can see in the middle, the little design has a little pinkish tone to it. But I like it. I got this planter from, you know where? All these. I'll throw in a picture of the box. Okay, so you can see what it looked like and what inspired me to put ivies in this planter. Okay, over here, this is called a white queen. Okay, white queen. So I have the white queen caladiums. Yeah, it's a tongue twister. And then, of course, the front porch ferns. These are the originals. Look at my baby. I love my ferns. I used to grow these huge ivies. And I mean, my husband still talks about those ivies. Beautiful ivies. I had two or three majestic, just big ivies. People would remark on them. They could see them from the street, and they were see where the mandavillas are on either side of the door. That's where they were. And people used to ask me, "What did you do? What did you Miracle Grow?" I wasn't even really into gardening. I would just do at that time. That was many years ago, and it's like I only grew like a little summer garden and spring garden. I would have like little petunias and begonias and things like that. Just in ivies, something that was easy to grow. And so I wasn't even like the garden that I have now in the backyard wasn't even on my radar. to grow a huge vegetable garden like I'm doing now. So those ivies were impressive. So let's see here. Oh, that's my other front. Look at that. Can you believe that survived a snowstorm that we had here? Look how beautiful it's growing. I'm very, very happy about that. I was gonna miss my little ferns if they had not made it. And then more white caladiums. Okay, and there's something else I want to show you, so I'm gonna go over here quickly. All right. Elephant ears, remember I mentioned that. So, my husband said his mother also grew elephant ears. So I am growing elephant ears in honor of her also. Okay, I see some little leaves I need to cut off, but these are elephant ears. And then I have Creeping Jenny. I can't wait for her to start creeping. I've seen Creeping Jenny where it's like hanging out of the pot. So that's what I want. I wanted that look. And that's what I want from the ivies up front too. I want them to kind of overflow out of the pot. But this one is growing so well. That flower in the front, that one, that is called a black dragon. I'm gonna see if I can pronounce coleus. Okay, black dragon. And then you have the Creeping Jenny, and then you have this little flower here. Here it is. It's confetti mix. Look. Okay, I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it. That's why I showed it to you. Okay, I have 2 whiskey barrel pots with that in it. I'll show you the other one. I don't want to go too fast. Oh, guys. Here it is. Now, they say it like it's good in shade, so that's why I have this one over here under the tree. Okay. Same mixture with the Creeping Jenny and the black dragon. The black dragon is, did I mention this a coleus? Yeah. I see some, that's just a leaf. Oh, thank goodness. I'm like, oh no, that's a leaf from the tree. You may hear the school buses passing by behind me. Okay. But yeah, so that's why I just wanted to give you a quick look at what's going on in the front yard.